Hello viewers, welcome to Unicorp's add-on demonstration series. Myself Shivam Banod and I'm working as business analyst in Unicorp's. In this particular demonstration video, we'll be looking into deeply into the process of the gate entry add-on and how it can be used with the SAP Business One ERP solution. So here you can see we have logged into the SAP Business One client. This is our cockpit. At the bottom where you can see we have the Unicorps Plus suite, under which we have the gate entry module. Under the gate entry module, we have different sub menus related to the masters, transactions, as well as the reports. So talking about the masters, we have the gate entry configuration, where we can configure the complete process which is being performed in our organization in relation to the gate entry. Different processes like the gate outwards, gate inwards, visitor pass, as well as the employee gate pass can be created and configured. When we talk about the gate outward, we have all these different sort of standard transactional documents like a credit memo, invoice deliveries, issues, returns, as well as the inventory transfers. Talking about the gate inward, we have purchase order, invoice, inventory transfers, and other documents that can be linked. For the visitor pass, we can easily, under the gate entry configuration, we can select the particular fields which needs to be mandatorized, and similarly for the employee gate pass too. So talking about the gate inward, here you can see we can select the purchase order and we can select the particular fields which we want to mandatoриze on the gate entry transaction window. When we mandatoриze these particular fields, so whenever a gate entry inward document is being created, these particular fields needs to be filled up with the appropriate information, then only the postings to the SAP can be done. So if I showcase you a particular configuration which we had done for the purchase order, you can see the bill challan number and the challan date are kept mandatory. Drilling to the particular transaction, if I come to the purchase order, here you can see we had created a purchase order 626 in today's date, and for this particular purchase order a gate entry inward needs to be created. So when I come back to the gate entry module, under the transaction window we have the gate inward, gate outward, visitor pass, as well as the employee gate pass too. So in the gate inward, here you can see I can select my particular vendor from the list. I have the complete list, under which I have the copy from menu. So from the copy from menu, I can easily link the particular document, whether a purchase order, inventory, invoice, gate outward, or any the other type of document. For purchase order, I can select my particular document. Either I can select all the documents, or I can select a particular document for which we are creating the gate inward. So once we have selected that particular document, we have the list of all the items. Accordingly, we can either select all the items or particular item for which gate inward needs to be created. For any type of process, if we are processing this particular goods, it's being taken out of the organization premises and being brought in. So accordingly, these particular transactions can be kept so as to keep the whole track of the gate inward and outward process. So accordingly, from that particular purchase order, the information has come up to this particular window. We can easily select who has received this particular gate inward, what was the gate pass type, whether returnable or not returnable. In accordance to that, we have different tabs. For example, we have the logistics tab for the transporter code, name, driver name, etc., and the challan number, inward details, outward details, which comes up automatically through the system dates, attachment, type of attachment that needs to be given, and remarks can also be given. So as we have done certain fields to be mandatorized, if I try to add this particular document here, you can see this gives us a alert that the challan number is mandatory. So these particular fields related to the challan number as well as the challan date are mandatory. So these particular information needs to be given. So once I add this particular gate inward, I can drill back to that particular process and we can print the gate inward receipt from the system. So all the data related to this, the company names, gate inward, gate entry, automatic document number is there, posting dates, all the data that you have seen on that particular transaction document, the fields which we have kept related to challan number, challan date, inward details, outward details comes up automatically, and a print can be directly taken from the system. Similarly, the process for gate outward can also be performed. We can select the particular customer, and on the basis from copy from functionality, we can choose the document from which we want to transfer the details into the gate outward, and we can also print that particular document. Similarly, we have the visitor pass. Any particular organization who is using the visitor pass functionality to in there, they want to maintain the visitor passes or the employee gate pass, so they can use this form for that particular transaction. They can give the certain details when a visitor is visiting their organization. Gender, address, visitor type, the complete visitor type table can be used for this this particular selection. Company names can be given, designation, vehicle number, what is the purpose of their visit that can be maintained, any type of department for which they are coming, any particular person they have come here to meet, any type of identity proof which we are maintaining, so we can give the details of that particular identity proof, and we can add this document to the system. So on the basis of this details, we can print a visitor pass, and this visitor pass can be printed and provided to that individual who has visited the organization or a factory or at a site. Accordingly, we have the employee gate pass. So employee gate pass for any type of internal employees if they are carrying any type of goods out of the organization's premise. So accordingly, they can give the quantity, how many quantity they are taking with them, who has approved this particular gate entry pass, what was the gate pass type, returnable or non-returnable, logistic related information, the transport challan number details, inward outward details can be given, attachment details as well as different remarks can also be given. The purpose can also be stored in the document itself, and we can add this gate pass to the system. Once we drill back to that particular document, we can print the gate pass, and we can provide a printed copy for this particular employee gate pass, so that the complete storage is made and complete records are kept into the system. For these particular purposes of reporting too, we have given the reports tab where we can easily drill to the gate inward reports. We have different parameters, document type, code, posting dates, document number. On basis of that, we can run these reports. Accordingly, we can easily drill to the available data, how many gate inwards, outwards, any type of gate pass are created in the system. We can export these reports into the Excel as well as print a copy of these reports for our internal purposes. Similarly, the parameters are also available in the gate outward reports, in the visitor pass reports, as well as the employee gate pass reports too. So according to the given parameters, you can filter these reports and easily use for all the internal reporting purposes. So this was the complete functionality related to the gate entry add-on in SAP Business One. I thank you for joining this session.